representation of the class we create, it is sensible to provide the method name exactly as toString. That returns the string representation we want. This is a bunch of gibberish. Let's just look at an example. toString. The data type of the class that we're dealing with right now is called what? Student score, right? And student score has how many attributes? How many? Student score. You guys remember the class? How many? Exactly. What are the attributes? Right? toString is a method that you have to implement by yourself. Okay? And all that it does, it returns the string representation of all the data that you have. So, here, this is why we return what? The string representation of all the data that you have as string. Make sense? Why do you need to do this? Because with this method, you can pass your data type to system.out.println, it will print out immediately. Here, like this. Oh, never mind. We didn't cover this part, but additional behaviors. So we're now adding additional behaviors to the student score class. We're adding receive bonus, penalized by percent, and has higher score than the other student or not. And again, if you go through this, very easy, right? When you receive bonus, it's simply just get the current score, add it by the bonus, set the score. You know, you add bonus point, essentially. Penalized by its percent, so how many percent, get the score, figure out the new score, you set the score to be the new one, penalized by however much percent. So if you got 10 points, you got penalized by 10%, your final score would be 9. Has higher score than the other student, that's very easy. You get your score, you get the other student's score, return true or false if you have more score than the other student. Be prepared on the final exam. I'm going to give you a skeleton class, and then I'm going to ask you to implement all this, but I'm just going to tell you, okay, this is what the method needs to do. This is what the method needs to do, and then you just implement it. Again, I strongly suggest that you guys go through the code samples. Okay, I'm going to upload all these code online so you can download them. This is an example of how to use them. Okay. So be prepared. Yep. Be prepared that on the final exam you get an example just like this. For example, so you add me and arrow students, you must have heard of complex numbers, right?
What is complex number?
Oh man. No wonder we have airplanes going down and cars crash. Complex number is a real number plus imaginary number. How do you know if a number is imaginary?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
What? How can you pass like 12th grade without knowing what an imaginary number is?
Imaginary แหละ B เดสโลโบ
What?
ก็ B แบบไม่ B ไม่มีค่าอาจารย์
So if there's no value, why would they even have the imaginary number?
We have to.
Huh? Okay, good. So that's why it's called imaginary number. What's the by definition? What is the value of the I imaginary number? How do you express it? I know, but what is the exact value? No? No. You don't remember? It's right here. Actually, maybe that's why we purposefully hide.
Square root minus 1.
There you, that's good. You can read. You're not blind. You're not blind. Good, great. All right. A complex number is of the form, listen, a complex, so just don't cry when you see this example on the final exam and then like, no, I should have listened to him. So a complex number is of the form a, which is a real number, plus j multiplied by b, where j is square root of -1, and b is also another real number. All right? And we use this in so many different applications. Anyway, we would like to define me a class that is of the form complex number. That's what we want you to do. So, how do you do it? No, they.
Jesus Christ.
Well, all four of you are ADME and Arrow students. You are going to be seeing the imaginary number so many times during your 4 years here that you probably will be thinking that all these are imaginary stuff. But you better get used to it now because all the calculus classes that you'll be taking will all have imaginary numbers, especially dynamics, thermodynamics, and all that fun stuff. Aerodynamics. Yeah, it's not too late to switch to ice.
Can we still do that?
It's not too late. No, with the new curriculum, you can switch to the other program in your second year, providing that your GPA is high enough. Higher than what you guys have now. I'm just kidding. No, I mean it's on per basis. So like just apply. Okay.
You can check.
Yes.
ฝันหรือเปล่าเรื่องเดิม
ถ้าเป็นพูดปากดีไอ้คริสมึง
เชียร์ทุกอันลงไปดูวอร์ดเชียร์ทุกอัน
Okay. What? on the final exam, you will not be expected to memorize all these formulas. We'll give you exactly like this. All you have to do is just convert the formula into your Java code. That's it. All right? Why the hell didn't you drop this class? What?
Just give me A. I want you to
No. Okay. So on the final exam, I'll be nice to you and I will even give you the class definition. Well, the class with the methods. But you are the one that will have to fill in the class definition. Okay? So for example, when you add, right, you need another complex number. So I hope that you would know how to add another complex number. Okay? All this is in complex.java, and I really strongly encourage you to study this for the final exam. Siriwat, are you talking to somebody else? The course is right here, not there, not on your phone. Not on your phone. We're already on the last slide.
My eyesight is short.
What? The fuck? Well, student, all I can say is that I'm glad you guys are laughing now. Because you won't be laughing after the final. This is your homework, okay? This is the last slide now. You're free to go home, but that we'll see each other again. Read about creating static attributes and methods. Compare the concepts in these slides with the MyPoint class in the textbook. You guys all have the textbook, right? Then,
Is it too late to buy everyone?
last one. No, you don't have to buy anyone. Find out about what will happen if a class has constructors but does not have the no argument constructor. What happens? Okay? Huh?
Then the other one has a value at all.
Sorry?
Is it like that? Like if you run with constructor having not enough parameters, so the parameter value we know.
Try running it. That's all I can tell you. But I'll just give you a hint. If you don't supply the no argument constructor and you instantiate incorrectly, then it will give you error. So try it. All you have to do is find out what happened if a class has constructor but does not have the no argument constructor. That's all. Just try it. You know, plenty of examples that I gave today, you can try it out. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. In addition to these to-dos, I'm going to upload to this week's homework. I'm going to upload all the source code, and you guys can use all this to prepare for the final exam. I can guarantee you the final exam difficulty level will be the exact same as the ones on the slide. I will not make it harder, and I will not make it easier.
So what's the best way to practice? Do this slide?
The best way, I said this in the beginning of the class, I said the best way to prepare for the class is to actually try out these problems on the paper as if you were taking the final exam. Don't use your laptop either. Write them out because that's how you're going to be tested.
You mean try out the only question that's
Yeah, like here, like this one. Can you do that? Right? Not yet, but if you try, you can. Okay? So you already have the answer in complex of Java. I can guarantee you, if you can do this without looking at complex of Java, you'll ace the final exam. Well, at least my part.
Where do I get the complex of Java?
I'm going to upload them and post them on Facebook. So great. I know that you're not using Facebook, but you better start using them now.
Why have to use it?
Okay?
Yeah.
So now it's 6:05. You guys can go home now. Thank you for showing up. It makes
okay, that we are done.
it's on camera.
Okay. That's only me. Give me A.
Are you bribing your professor?
Huh?
Are you bribing your professor?
No.
Okay, get out. You guys can go home now.
A.
Huh? Okay. เสร็จแล้วครับกลับบ้านไหม